This is going to seem pretty niche, but this is how I handled criticism as a pre-med. And this honestly applies to any type of criticism, but hear me out. So anytime somebody said something sort of harsh to me, like, you'll never get into med school, or this is going to hold you back, or like, I shouldn't even try to get into med school, or anything like that, what I would do is I wouldn't like look at what the other person was saying necessarily. I would sort of look at my reaction. If somebody said something that made me feel incompetent or made me feel discouraged, I would think to myself, why am I feeling this way? Like, if I was somebody who was really confident in myself and I really believed in my ability to achieve my goals, for example, going to medical school, what the person in front of me is saying really shouldn't bother me that much. Like, it really shouldn't hurt. Do you know what I'm saying? And so what I did in moments like that, I would like look within and be like, where am I lacking in confidence? Where am I lacking in my life and my belief in myself, to where when someone says something to me, it upsets me. Like, it genuinely upsets me, and it sends me into a spiral, or it just makes me really sad. And I found that it was really like secretly deep down, when someone would say something to me about that and I would get upset, it was because that's how I felt. Like, deep down, there was a part of me that, didn't believe in my ability to get into medical school or to overcome the obstacles. And that's totally valid and that's so normal. But at the same time, it was so important for me to realize that the way that I was feeling was not necessarily because of what somebody said in front, the person in front of me, what they were saying, but it was because I deep down had a belief about myself and that person, when they said something to me, that brought up and that triggered that belief. Because if you think about it, if I was really confident in general about getting into med school and I kind of had this really good attitude, what the other person said wouldn't have bothered me that much. And not only would it not bother me, I would find a way to take it to my advantage and use their advice if I could in a helpful way. So that's really what I did, when I would get discouraged by advisors or mentors or anything that they had to say, or professors, whatever, I'd be like, okay, like, let me take a second to really refresh emotionally and see where this is hitting within me and really resolve that within myself, and then see how I can go forward. And that really helped me be less reactive, and that really helped me actually move forward and be able to see things more clearly. And at times, sometimes people's delivery was harsh, but they had a point about my application or how I was doing things, and I needed to take it into consideration. So not only did it help me regulate my emotions and increase my confidence, but it helped me look at advice that seemed harsh from the get-go from an emotionally clear perspective, because I was taking care of myself and how I was feeling first, and then I was able to make decisions with a clear head. So this really applies for honestly anything in life, right? But being pre-med is so niche, and you face a lot of criticism and you get a lot of harshness. You're going to hear more things that make you feel discouraged over things that will make you feel encouraged, right? If anything, a lot of the encouragement needs to come from you. So that's how I dealt with it. I think it was really helpful. Was I perfect all the time? No. Did I still have 100% confidence all the time? No. But it was such a good practice to really just look inward and be able to make changes and move forward with a better mindset,